Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down all the latest for your Houston Texans. As we gear up for this crucial Week 13 matchup against the Indianapolis Colts in the AFC South, the energy is electric here in Houston. We've got CJ Stroud back out there practicing, looking sharp and ready to lead the charge after missing time. The offense is clicking, and with the top spot in the division on the line, every session counts. But as we dive into Thursday's practice report, there's a defensive wrinkle that's caught my eye, something that's got the whole locker room and fanbase on alert. Stick with me as I unpack the details straight from the insiders. Alright, let's get right into it. The big news from the Texans injury report this Thursday is that Will Anderson Jr., our star edge rusher, did not participate in practice due to a chest injury. Yeah, you heard that right, DNP for Anderson, and it's the kind of update that stops you in your tracks midweek. Coming off a dominant stretch where the Texans sit at number 1 in the league for scoring defense and second overall in points allowed, losing a guy like Will even for a practice is no small thing. Let me break this down for you like I just got off the phone with my sources inside NRG Stadium. Anderson popped up on the report for the first time this week with this chest issue, and it's being described as something to monitor closely heading into Sunday's showdown with the Colts. The Houston Chronicle's Jonathan M. Alexander called it a little discouraging on X, and I couldn't agree more. Will's been a beast out there, logging the second most snaps on the D-line behind Danielle Hunter, and he's tied for 4th in the NFL with 10.5 sacks. That's not just production, that's the heartbeat of this defense that's propelled us to the top of the standings. Flashback a bit, Anderson's no stranger to the injury bug. In his first 2 seasons, he missed 2 games each year, which for a guy we traded up to number 3 overall to get in 2023 is always a concern. But let's not overreact yet. We've got one more practice tomorrow, and his status for the game is still up in the air. Head coach DeMeco Ryans and the staff will be watching him like hawks, especially with Indy coming to town. The Colts offense led by Anthony Richardson can be explosive, and we need every edge rusher at full throttle to contain them. Why does this matter so much? Anderson isn't just a pass rusher, he's the foundational piece we built this defense around. Remember the draft trade? We shipped 2 first-rounders and a second to the Cardinals to move up and snag him. DeMeco Ryans didn't mince words about why in his presser last month. He said, "You look at Will Anderson and just his track record in college. Everybody you talked to at Alabama, everything they had to say about Will, the type of leader he was. You didn't even have to talk about the player. You can see how relentless he was on tape." Ryans even shared a personal story. His brother tipped him off about this Alabama freshman years ago, and now here we are full circle with number 51 anchoring our line. That leadership, it's rubbed off. Anderson's complemented CJ Stroud perfectly on the other side of the ball, creating that dynamic young core that's got the Texans not just competing but dominating. With 10.5 sacks, he's second on the team and a big reason we're number 1 against the run too. But staying healthy is key, especially as he heads into contract extension talks after this season. As KPRC's Aaron Wilson noted, Will's eligible for a blockbuster deal, and performances like this season's are why. A chest injury at this stage could sideline him, impacting not just the Colts game but his leverage at the table. Looking deeper, this injury report tempers the good vibes from Stroud's return to full participation. CJ's been cleared and practicing with the ones, which is huge after his concussion protocol stint. But on defense, besides Anderson, everyone else was limited or full. Danielle Hunter was limited with an elbow, but that's been managed. The key here is depth. If Will sits, guys like Jerry Hughes or rookie Denico Autry step up, but let's be real, no one replicates Anderson's motor. His relentless pursuit has forced 12 TFLs this year, per PFF, and quarterbacks are scrambling when he's opposite Hunter. Historically, midweek DNPs for chest issues can range from precautionary to more serious, think muscle strain or even rib-related. Sources say it's not believed to be long-term, but with the playoffs looming, the Texans can't afford to rush him back. We're talking about a guy who's played 85% of defensive snaps, way above his rookie load. That workload's paid off in Pro Bowl nods and Defensive Rookie of the Year hardware, but it also wears on the body. For the Colts game, Indy's got a balanced attack, but Richardson's mobility means we need to collapse the pocket fast. Anderson's absence, even if limited, could open lanes. On the flip side, this might light a fire under the unit. Ryans preaches next man up mentality, and we've seen it work. Remember last year when Will missed time. The D-line rotated well and still sacked the heck out of everyone. Contract-wise, this is a pivotal year for Anderson. At 22, he's already a cornerstone, but injuries could temper projections. Elite edge rushers like him command $25-30 million per year, think Nick Bosa money. The Texans, with cap space opening from veterans, are primed to lock him up long-term. But health is the wild card. Missing games now echoes those early season absences. DeMeco's comments highlight the intangibles. He was the guy at Alabama. How he held other guys accountable. That's why trading up was a no-brainer. Pair that with Stroud, our number 2 pick, and you've got a franchise duo. Will's reactions after big plays like celebrating sacks with the secondary show his passion. He's all in for Houston. As we head into Friday's practice, all eyes on Anderson. If he's limited or full, it's business as usual, DNP again. Then we adjust schemes, maybe blitz more from the secondary. Either way, the Texans' defense ranks top in EPA per play, and Anderson's a huge part of that. For the fan base, it's nerve-wracking, but we've built resilience. Wrapping this up, will Anderson Jr.'s chest injury is the storyline to watch as we prep for Indy. It's a reminder of how fragile these mid-season pushes can be, but also how deep this roster is. What do you think, Texans faithful? Can we contain the Colts without Will at full strength, or does this change everything? Drop your takes in the comments below, like and subscribe for more insider updates on the Houston Texans. I'll be back with the latest after tomorrow's practice. Stay locked in, H-Town.